Can't prove it. If it's not on Facebook, it didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen. Like, I didn't jump insane jumps. They were probably like a driveway whenever I went on my bicycle when I was little, but
It was like 2 feet.
I never swallowed rocks when I was a kid.
That's what's wrong with you.
That is what's wrong with me.
Welcome to the Blue Lounge Podcast. Come spend some time in our idiocy and feel better about yourself. Let's get started. Mandela Effects.
Mandela Effect.
The definition of a Mandela Effect is it refers to a situation in which large amounts of people believe an event happened that didn't happen, or it happened a different way than everybody says it happened, whatever. Several of them. Why are you just sitting there looking at me like that?
Just waiting for you to finish your introduction, motherfucker.
Are you gonna talk, bitch? The
Well,
most
so
recent one that we found was the I'll be home for Christmas, the you can plan on me bullshit.
Yeah. I think I called you that day that
Yeah.
we were playing YouTube music or whatever at the house, and it says you can count on me, and I called you immediately. Look, it says you can count on me. It's not you can plan on me, you fucking bitch.
True.
I don't remember it being this R-rated before, baby.
I had to edit that out last time.
Now you can cuss.
I edited that out.
All right.
You're gay.
All right.
So you can plan on me. But yeah, it's just sounds stupid.
You can count on me. I think it only sounds stupid because it's not in our minds. It's not what we're used to, right? There's nothing wrong with the you can count on me version. It's just in our minds. It's you can plan on me.
You just said that totally backwards. Which is hilarious because you said in our minds it's you can plan on me, and in our minds it's you can count on me.
Whatever I
You
said.
backwards bitch.
Whatever. I'd be like
You dyslexic motherfucker, even in your own thoughts.
It'd be like if all of a sudden somebody said that it's not purple rain, it's blue rain, and Prince had a song called Blue Rain. Like, no, Prince didn't have a song called Blue Rain.
Darling Maria.
Darling Maria. I knew a girl named Maria. I guess you could say she was.
So monocle on the Monopoly Man?
He totally had one. There was
I'm
totally
torn.
a cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom.
Did you hear? Okay, so there was another podcast. Hang on, I have it somewhere. The dude, his theory is...
Yeah, you sent it to me earlier.
Yeah, so his theory is that it's a big government conspiracy.
To see how much of history.
To see how much of history they can change without us noticing. Because that was the lady that found her shirt with the cornucopia on the label. And also the whole Shazam, what's his face, Sinbad, the whole Shazam Sinbad thing was definitely a movie.
Right.
Even now Sinbad says it was.
So I know for a fact that Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia on it when I was little because your grandparents buy you underwear and stuff when you're a little kid, right? So I got underwear all the time.
You saw it all the time.
And you saw the cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom all the time. It definitely had one.
She's filming.
She's filming. She's making fun of us.
She listens to these bitches. They sound stupid.
I was itching my head.
You're itching your head with a phone in the air?
I really was.
Your phone wasn't pointed that way.
Maybe a little less.
Your hand being way out here is not itching your head. Your fingers are really fucking long. I'm scratching.
Why do you do your fingers like this?
Because you're scratching.
Trying to roast some boogers.
And trying to roll some boogers.
No, not rolling any boogers. So, do you remember hearing about Nelson Mandela dying in prison?
I feel like yes.
I know, I did too. I felt like that.
Like he was a prisoner of apartheid.
And everybody was protesting to get him out of prison. And I swear to God, somebody said that he died.
When we were in elementary school, they said he died because I remember they made a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said he died in prison. And then all of a sudden, Nelson Mandela's the president. I'm like, wait, I thought he died.
I thought he died. Maybe it was a stunt double and they didn't tell us it was a stunt double.
It was a stunt double that died. But apparently also in the Sinbad Shazam movie, there's a few, it's what's the word I'm looking for?
Anecdotal?
No.
Obscure? Are we playing Jeopardy now?
Oh shit! I watched a Jeopardy episode, and they were on the last They were the last column, and it was NFL questions.
Oh, I saw that.
Holy
one.
shit, they couldn't answer any of them. The
was-
$200 just kept
Like
going down.
They're all rudimentary sports questions,
Yeah.
and they don't know. a
Except for the
single
$1,000 one was not quite rudimentary, and he's if you want to, you get this. I'll be surprised. But it was pretty hilarious. But I digress. In the movie, Sinbad's movie.
I just want to say I'm embarrassed because I've been telling people I never did Shazam, and people always walking up on me, and I'm just going to tell you what happened. I did do Shazam. I'm not proud of it when I did Shazam. I was doing a lot of crack. I was staying in crack houses, and I did Shazam for crack money.
Apparently, there are a few of the effects that are shown. Like Curious George apparently has the tail. You can see it in the movie. Like people have zoomed in on the
George
spot.
had a tail.
I don't know that I committed it to memory, but I vaguely remember him hanging from like a light pole, right?
I remember him hanging from trees and light poles. Well, Mr. Yellow or the dude in the yellow hat was always looking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
He was
pretty sure
he's a
had
monkey.
tail.
He has a tail.
He's a monkey. He has a fucking tail.
A prehensile tail.
He's not a chimpanzee. He's a fucking monkey.
Yeah.
And fucking monkeys have tails.
Fucking monkeys.
Some.
What about non-fucking monkeys?
I don't know. They have nothing to grab onto. So that's why it's coined the Mandela Effect, is because of that. He died in the 80s. This lady, Fiona Broome, discovered that she wasn't the only one that thought he died in the 80s, and so that's why it's coined Mandela Effect, is because people.
So what do you think it is? Right? Do you think it's that they fired up CERN and it killed all of us, and we shifted all to an alternate universe?
There's so many different theories. So people think it's a conspiracy theory. The government's fucking with us. So that's one. They think that it's the multiverse.
Multiverse theory.
Yeah, the multiverse theory, where you switch to a different Earth. And I think there was another one. I don't remember what it is. I don't know. I think it's more likely that our government is.
I think that Occam's razor is a thing, right? So Occam's razor is that the simplest answer is usually the most correct.
That would be the multiverse, I think, is the simplest answer.
You think that's simpler than the government's just trying to fuck with
Yeah. Because our government's batting 1,000, right? There's no conspiracy theories that are right.
You don't believe in any conspiracy theories?
There's just, yeah. Apparently, there's one about Henry VIII eating a turkey leg in a painting. I don't remember that one, so I can't speak to that one. I don't remember a turkey leg.
Berenstain Bears.
The Berenstain Bears. That's another one that's in the Shazam movie. It says Berenstain Bears.
It was
in
Berenstain.
It was.
Yeah.
There's no way
And she
it was
said-
fucking Berenstain Bears. We would know.
It was Berenstain Bears. It wasn't
Yeah.
Berenstain.
They weren't staining nothing.
Because we were real little during this time, and we had all these books. Now, obviously, we didn't keep them, but
Did you know that Star Wars, apparently, there's one that says...
he never said, "I am your father."
I am your
or so-
father. He says, no, I am your father, not Luke, I am your father.
No, it was Luke.
I know. I saw on TikTok the other day, there was a guy that played part of the movie, like he had an old VHS, and it says, fucking Luke, I am your father.
He told me you killed him. Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
He doesn't say no. I don't know about Pikachu. I feel like I remember him with a black
I
tail,
wouldn't know about Pikachu.
but I also feel like
I felt like he had a black lightning strike in his tail.
I thought he had black on the tip of his tail, but
Yeah.
I couldn't say yes or no. There's apparently a few as far as the Pokemon
That's younger.
go.
That's younger than I am.
Mickey Mouse, did he have suspenders?
Yes. No. And the early episodes he did, like I think
The black and white ones?
the black and white
Yeah,
ones
I
he
think
did.
so too. But apparently people are up in arms because they said he had suspenders, red suspenders, not.
I think he did in the early ones, but not in the black and white ones, not in the color ones.
In the super, super great black and white ones that aren't racist at all.
No, not even a little bit.
Peanut butter Jif or Jiffy. I think it was.
It
I
was
think it's
Jiffy
been both.
forever.
But both. I think it's been
Both of them.
both of them. Sing the Oscar Mayer song.
My Oscar Mayer Wiener.
No, the baloney Oscar Mayer.
Oh, my baloney has a verse name is B. O-S-C-A-R.
It's baloney. My
It
baloney has
has
a
a
first name.
second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
Donna thinks it's M-E-Y-E-R. It is M-A-Y-E-R. But people think that's a Mandela effect and that it's M-E-Y. It's supposed to be M-E-Y-E-R. Did you bump it?
Yeah, I
It's not.
bumped it.
It's okay.
Right.
But I always sing it M-A-Y-E-R.
I think it was M-A-Y-E-R.
It
At
is
least in my
supposed
memory.
to be. It is Meyer. It's M-A-Y-E-R. It is M-A-Y-E-R. And of course, one of our big ones is Queen. We are the champions. They
Of
say
the
he didn't
world.
say of the world. He only said it of the world in one live performance.
Well, then that's the one they played on the radio because.
That's the one that we played in our,
Right.
what are they called? Pep rallies
Yeah.
all the time.
Because it always ended with "of the world."
Yeah.
Of the world.
Yeah.
Of the world.
Does he not do an of the world? I always thought he did an of the world. Does he?
I really should have. That's really rough, man.
Like my Freddie Mercury voice.
That was not Freddie Mercury. I don't know that he sounded like that at all. But good, you were close.
You don't think I could audition?
You were so close.
I could not do Bohemian Rhapsody.
What did Forrest Gump say? His mom say. Mom always said.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Apparently, it's supposed to be life was.
Well, that's
Like a box of chocolates.
that's nitpicking.
I
I
mean,
don't know
but
if he
peop-
would have said was or is.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the sentence is proper with is, not
Yeah,
was.
it's proper English with is.
And I don't know about Cruella DeVille, how they spelled her last name.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Some people
D-
say Deville, and some people say Devile, or sorry, Devil, devil.
The evil.
She was devil. And on double stuff, is it 2 F's or 1?
Double stuffed, like Oreos.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 F's.
Nope. What other double
It is 1 F.
I didn't eat a lot of double stuffed Oreos, contrary to popular.
Wow,
belief.
Donna's going out there. She said, not like Oreos.
Hey, we can pull you up a chair, motherfucker.
Sorry.
I thought you hadn't been drinking.
Double stuffed is too hard to pass.
Smokey the Bear. Is it Smokey
Only
the Bear?
you can prevent forest fires. Yeah, it's Smokey the Bear.
Apparently his name is Smokey Bear.
No, it's Smokey
But I know
the Bear.
the bear.
Yeah.
'Cause
Some of these are nitpicky. Like,
I know, like the
Yeah.
Kit Kat with the dash.
yeah, that I
I'm
wouldn't know. I
fairly
wouldn't-
certain it had a dash, but apparently not. I don't
Right.
know. So the one we were talking about earlier, Donna said she was singing in her head, Mr. Rogers.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
A beautiful day for your neighbor. Won't you be mine?
Would you be mine? Could
Would
you be mine?
Yeah, would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Apparently, he says it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, not the neighborhood.
No, for your neighbor. I'm fairly certain.
I'm fairly certain it's
Yeah.
the neighborhood. Yeah. Do you think it's the government trying to fuck with our heads, seeing what they can change that
I
we'll
don't know. I
notice?
think that multiverse theory is probably most correct.
The multiverse theory would also take care of so many other things.
It's like in the Bible, it talks about how it's more complicated than we would ever understand. We would never understand something like that. Because so part of where this comes from is from quantum theory, right? But this is where multiverse theory originates from, is because you look
I
at
mean, there are scientists that think that the multiverse is
yes,
like a thing.
right. And
Because
part
we
of
can't
that,
disprove it, nor can we prove it. So,
and how would you be able to, even if you
yeah.
died in this reality? If we're saying that you just shift over to another reality, you wouldn't know that you died. Like you
That's
just
true. But there've been weird shit. Like I've read stories of weird shit that happens. Like I forget where I read it, but like this dude was with this girl. They had a fight. He came back in town and she was in the apartment. They argued and she left. And then he goes downstairs to try and catch her, and then she's like walking back in different clothes and whatnot, and she's acting like they never talked or whatever. So he's
I don't think I've heard that one. I've heard the one where the kid gets knocked out of school, has a whole lifetime with his family, and then wakes up to the lamp. Have you heard that one?
that. I mean, couldn't that be like a near-death type situation?
That's possible, yeah.
Like
I mean,
your mind is playing what could have happened or whatever.
right.
I don't know. Minds are weird. Brains are.
Especially yours.
I mean, I never claimed it wasn't.
Right.
So Hannibal's greeting to Clarice. They say he says, "Good morning, Clarice." Not
I mean, he does once or twice.
"Hello, Clarice."
So, like early in the movie, it's "Hello, Clarice" or whatever. But then I think when he's in prison and she goes back to see him again or whatever, he says "Good morning." Like he greets her a couple different times in the movie, right? So which greeting are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're talking about the very first one where I'm fairly certain whenever she first meets him, he says "Hello, Clarice."
I think it's "Hello, Clarice" for the first one. Yeah.
But I think they're saying that one he says "Good morning." I don't know. It sounds stupid. It sounds better. He's a fucking psychopath. Of course he would say
Right.
hello, not
Right.
good morning.
Dog.
Tom Cruise in Risky Business. Did he have sunglasses?
When he in the dance scene?
Yeah, in
Yeah, of
his
course
like
he did.
skitty scene. Apparently not.
No, he did. For sure.
Faux cheesy.
We can ask one of the people that I was off camera.
Have y'all seen Risky Business?
I've seen that scene. I've seen that scene.
Does he have sunglasses?
I thought so.
Because he's wearing
I think-
sunglasses and his button-down shirt and his socks, and he comes sliding in. He puts his sunglasses on, and then he's doing his dance.
And then, in pretty much any movie that I think references it, they put sunglasses on. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Never been kissed. I'm pretty sure he wears sunglasses and he goes as Tom Cruise in Risky Business. Fruit Loops.
Is this the one where it doesn't have two O's?
Yeah, how is it spelled?
F-R-T.
You spell O-O-T, not the U-I.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was U-I.
I think it's F-R-O-O-T.
Okay. So you're on that side of the Mandela
We're
Effect.
just from different universes.
Guess so. Damn multiverse. Even my brother's different. The fuck? He's supposed to remember it the way I do.
Also, no, I don't know, because I've bought Fruit Loops since then. And even before this whole Mandela thing I even knew it was a thing. So it's possible that I'm just remembering what the last time I saw it was.
I don't want to talk you out of your opinion either, so if you remember
No,
it
that's
as,
fine.
as
Apparently, Fruit Loops was in a lawsuit, and it doesn't have any fruit in it, so they had to change it to F-R-O-O-T.
Yeah, so it was
so it was
F-R-U-I-T
UIT.
early in its existence.
Why don't they admit this shit when people bring it up? Like
Because the government.
everybody's deny. Sinbad, you were not in that fucking movie. Sinbad's like, that wasn't in that movie. That was a shitty movie.
How much is it worth to you for me to not be in this movie?
He came forward and actually did it. He said that he was in the movie. He did do a movie where he was a genie.
Of course he did.
I'm gonna assume he was joking when he said this, but he said that he had the CIA erase any evidence that it was
Right.
even there, and like they're hunting down anybody that has it on VHS. So don't admit you had it on VHS.
No, we do not have a copy of the movie. It does not exist.
I don't. It was a shitty movie. Why would you buy it?
All right.
Oh, one of the arguments for why is that humans have shitty memories, and that's
Well,
why
so even in a court of law, like
when we're
eyewitness
missing
testimony is untrustworthy.
Yeah,
Because we
even
don't.
shortly after, it's untrustworthy. And just as time passes, it just gets worse and worse. So your brain fills shit in for you.
Right.
And of course, we went over the alternate reality multiverse. The other is just internet misinformation. So the
Well,
internet did it.
Yeah. We're more connected than we ever have been before. So people with their shitty ideas can post their shitty ideas and talk about it and give supporting evidence, and then you have people that jump on board and say, "Hey, the Earth is flat."
I'm gonna go with that. The Earth is
Right.
flat.
Yeah.
Confabulation is where the brain fills in the gaps of your fucked up memories.
Confabulation.
Confabulation. Word of the day.
Yeah. Actually, that's one I didn't know.
So false memories, and it says they say that your personal desires fuel your false memories. So I guess if you really wanted it to be fruit, then it was fruit, not FROO. There's a conspiracy by the CIA for a psychological study.
So that last
pretty-
part where you're talking about psychological study, I do believe.
that would be a massive psychological study
No.
for a whole generation. Sorry.
But I do believe that there is some entities out there that are definitely interested in whether or not they can control your mind, right? That's the whole basis behind propaganda, is if they can get you to believe that this thing is true, then they can garner your support for whatever subject they're.
Well, we already know that propaganda works. That's why they banned it. But now they've allowed it again. It's
Fucking Obama.
ridiculous. God damn it.
But then you bring that up to the layperson, and they're like, "No, they're not allowed to do propaganda on U.S. citizens."
Yeah, they are now.
They are.
They weren't.
Yeah,
They
are.
certainly can now.
And you're a victim of it.
Propaganda.
So what else you got over there? I feel like we've covered it.
I think we covered pretty much all of them that I can think of off the top of my head. I think the weird things is the majority of it hits our generation. So like it's a whole generation that they're doing this psychological CIA study on.
I think it's our generation that feels it the most because we were the last generation. So we grew up in an analog world. And then at some
And we can't
point...
prove those things because those things weren't recorded.
Right. We grew up in an analog world, and now we're in a digital world where everything's in your face and you have access to information at any time you want. But still, there's the things that existed in the analog world there's no proof of anymore. And just because there's no proof of it doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
If you can't prove it, if it's not on Facebook, it didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen. Like I didn't jump insane jumps. They were probably like a driveway whenever I went on my bicycle when I was little. But
It was like 2 feet.
I never swallowed rocks when I was a kid.
That's what's wrong with you.
That is what's wrong with me. It was like a bird, man. I was just trying to help my.
I was like a bird. I hit a wall and flew over the handlebars of my bike.
I did that too. Yeah.
That was
I have a scar on the bridge of my nose from it.
the landing sucked a lot. I think I landed on a sidewalk. I was trying to jump this wall and I didn't realize the grass didn't go all the way up to the wall. And the wall pretty much stopped my bike tire.
Yeah.
And I just flew over the fucking top of it.
And then you ate the dirt.
Yeah, it didn't feel very good. I didn't like it.
Well, I did a similar thing
0
where
of 10,
I was,
do not recommend.
or I was trying to do a front ollie, and so we didn't have front brakes on our bicycle, right? So my big idea was I got to stop the front tire, so I was going to jam my foot between the tire and the forks to get it to stop. Well, it stopped. But you can't really feather how much it's stopping. So
Don't use your front brakes. Front brakes are bad.
Yeah. Well, it stopped.
I was freaked out whenever I was told that you're supposed to use your front brakes more on a motorcycle than your back brakes, and I was like,
Yeah.
But it's front brakes. I don't want to use front brakes.
That's hard to get in your mind unless you ride all the time.
Yeah, because that's all I think about whenever you're doing front brakes is flying over your fucking handlebars because you apply too much breakage. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's the end of this one. That's a short one.
You're supposed to say.
Oh, thank you for being a part of our idiocy.
There you go. Was that hard?
Fuck you, bitch.
You need all of that in. It's not hard. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, leave all that in.
We're Phaleon and Binks of the Blue Lounge Podcast. That's our show, and thank you for spending time with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until next time.